going over a little BRRRR case study today. We're looking at 290 El Dorado, and this is one of our, I think this was our third or fourth property that we picked up and started implementing the BRRRR strategy on. So let's jump right in. Look at a few of the before pictures. This is a nice little 3-bedroom house up in Florissant, Missouri. You can see, I want to focus on the rehab aspect of the BRRRR this time. So you can see the pictures here of the kitchen, and I want to talk a little bit about the rehab saving costs. So you see the kitchen here. We've got solid wood cabinets and they're in pretty good shape. So we're not going to replace them. We're going to paint them, which is going to give them a new pop. Again, go with white, something like that. It's going to look real nice. New countertops and new appliances. And it's just going to bring that kitchen up to a little bit more modern standard. So here's a few more before pictures. This is a nice little bonus room that we're looking at in the top right here. This is off of the main living space, or off the kitchen. And it's just basically an extra living space. I believe it was maybe a 3-season room, but it got converted eventually. Somebody ran some duct work out there and it's insulated, so it's a nice extra room. And then we got a shot of the basement down here. So it's pretty dank, a lot of wood paneling. One of the things we do with our rehabs too, we're not necessarily going to replace wood paneling just because it's outdated. Go ahead and paint it. It gives it a fresh new look. So let's talk about the purchase details on this one. We purchased this back in September 2017 for $59,000, and we used a private lender. And back then we were just estimating 90 days for all of our BRRRRs. So we broke it up to about 45 days for the rehab and 45 days to do the refinance. And we're usually running about 60 days on our rehabs and 30 or so days on the refi at that time. We estimated our repairs at $19,000, and we estimated the value of this property to be worth $100,000 when we're all done. So we were thinking we'd buy it for $60,000, put about $20,000 in it, so we'd be at $80,000, and we'd have a $100,000 house. Be right at that sweet spot, 80% value, hopefully be able to refinance all of our money out. We also expected a rent of $1,200 a month on this one. So what was the rehab budget and how did that look on this one? Basically a kitchen fluff up. Like I talked about before, we weren't going to rehab the whole kitchen. We weren't going to rip everything out because the cabinets were in good shape. So we want to save those. This is a rental flip, not necessarily a full retail flip, and there is a difference, and this is one of those key things. We're not shooting for the real high retail value. We're not shooting for a retail buyer to come in. We're looking for someone who's going to appraise it, makes it look pretty close to that full retail value. So again, we're going to paint those cabinets. We're going to do some new countertops on it and get some new appliances in there, some new flooring. It's going to really pop once we paint it. We did new flooring throughout the whole house, cleaning and painting. You'd be amazed what that does. The hardwoods start popping when you refinish those. The basement, there was a bathroom down there, so it's kind of bonus space. Now this isn't an egress basement, but there's plenty of space down there. It's livable space, and there was a bathroom. But they had dumped concrete down it and said, oh, it doesn't work. So we said, all right, well, let's go ahead and get that back to working. Then we're going to clean and paint, do new light fixtures, and make sure everything's up to code. And that's pretty much all we did. So here's some after pictures. You can see this is the main living space after. Looks very nice, very clean, hardwood floors, just refinished, painted everything. And here's that kitchen. So like I said, you can see those cabinets are the same cabinets we had before. And here, let's go back to that first picture. So you can see we've got the same cabinet configuration, same cabinets, but we just painted them, cleaned them up. It just makes for a nice looking kitchen, new appliances in there, gives it a nice pop. The bathroom, this is another money saving thing in a BRRRR. Instead of replacing our tile, because it had a tile surround that was in good shape, it was just that ugly green color before, we had this glazed. So that basically means it's an expensive or a fancy paint that uses, it holds up a little bit better under water conditions and the wear and tear in a bathroom. So we glazed those bathroom tiles and those tubs, makes them look brand new. New toilet, new vanity. You can do a bathroom for under $1,500, and you've got something that looks like it was completely updated. Here's the bathroom in the basement. So like I said, they had put, for whatever reason, concrete down there, so we had somebody, he literally just chipped it out. It wasn't even like in the pipe beyond the P-trap. Just chipped it out, and that thing started working just fine. We had our drain guy come and snake it, and then we just cleaned everything up. So you've got a second bathroom added to the basement. Here's another great one. This is that bonus living space. Look at how nice this looks compared to before. I mean, so dingy before you almost wouldn't want to go out there. We put the luxury vinyl down. Now you've got a functional second living space for this house. So how did we do? We ended up doing a little bit over budget. We spent $21,000 on the repairs instead of 19. So we were all into this one, 59 plus 21. We were all into it for $80,000. What did we rent it for? We were able to rent it for $1,200 a month. To this day, we own this one. We're still able to rent this for $1,200 a month, and we're cash flowing only about $300 a month on this one because we pulled out some of the equity that we had created. We had an appraised value at $118,000. We were shooting for 100. We got an appraisal at 118. Therefore, we had an equity capture of $38,000. Like I said, we realized some of that equity when we refinanced, took some of that money and ran. And again, so now we have a cash flow of about $300 a month. That's after all of our expenses, including property management. So that is a BRRRR, guys. If you're interested in learning more about this, how to acquire properties for little to no money out of pocket, you can visit the freelandlordcourse.com, or you can check out our book on Amazon called The BRRRR Method. We'll put links below. See you on the next one.